Boom. And we live.
We're live. Are you live? It's all the way live.
All the way live. All the way live. Let's go. All right. Welcome to another AIReviews.
Back in here, yo.
AIReviews talks. We're about to have another tickety talk. Talk TikTok. No, not TikTok. But we're going to talk. All right. So, happy Saturday, everyone. Hopefully everyone is staying safe out there in California with the hurricane. Also, another way to kind of date this stream. That's a major thing going on here on the West Coast.
Okay.
Let's start off with our first question of the stream.
We ain't got no questions. It's all live.
If you were stuck in a Groundhog Day style time loop,
Okay.
which moment from your life would you want to relive repeatedly? Now remember, nothing's saying that you'll break out of it or there's a specific thing you'll do to break out of it. But if you had to stay stuck in a time loop, well, which one would it be? A moment in your life?
I would probably be like, probably one of the.
Oh, the day you met me? Cool. What's up?
I'm saying,
No? Okay.
I can't even pinpoint that actual day. I'm like, we were just cool one day. I don't even know what happened.
I said that, and as I said it, I'm like, shit, I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know the actual day.
I don't remember the date.
Like, we were just cool at one point.
I think I saw you like on a track meet one time, and
Probably.
that's when I first met you, I think. So I wouldn't want to relive that day because I just knew that you were a guy on the other team. That was it.
That's right. So. Getting wins.
He beat our 800 runner easily. Our 800 runner was like, I can beat them. I'm like, you're not that fast though.
You're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy.
And then they raced, and then he lost.
He's not that guy.
Pretty bad. I want to say you beat him by half a lap.
That was the 800 was bad. The mile he actually like.
Yeah, he was a better miler than an 800.
He quit because he ran out of gas like on the last turn because he didn't have anything left. Like, you ain't that guy, pal.
He definitely looked like he miscalculated.
You ain't that guy. This ain't the speed you want.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he miscalculated for sure.
Let's see. What day? Groundhog Day, what I would do.
Groundhog Day.
See, I would probably... part of me wants to pick, like, a sports, like, something when I was playing sports. And, like, but I'm, like, playing that game all over again. But then you get tired of playing the same people repeatedly all over again.
Yeah.
So I would probably pick, like, what times were, like, Memorial Day weekend in Vegas. Because then, if I keep living the day over, I'm going to bet... and win repeatedly. And then you're in Vegas
and that
with
way,
a lot of money.
Time, if you ever come out of the loop, just one day you'll just have an insane amount of money.
Yeah, because I won a bunch of money in Vegas, so I would have a great time spending money in Vegas, having fun in Vegas, and I come out just balling.
That's fair.
Because I think that'd be pretty good. I was like. And then you could just have, like, random Vegas experiences repeatedly.
Okay, that's true.
Like, you could just randomly, like, because you could just do whatever. Like, oh, hey, how about I go stay in this casino, and do this.
To be honest with you, that's not a bad idea.
That's what I'm saying.
There are some Vegas experiences that could be had I had multiple chances to do them over, including winning millions of dollars.
Yes.
Yeah, might go with that one.
Because you win money, and then you get to have fun. And then you know what I'm saying?
I might have to go with that one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty hard.
It's hard to think of why you wouldn't pick that one.
Yeah, I mean, you can have other days where, like, you know.
Because there was one I was thinking, I'm like, I could do this
one
one on a sports, like when I played this team back in high school.
Or like a cool vacation. But I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like Hawaii would be cool or something. But after a
or
while.
Like a time when I went to Japan.
It just felt like
I could do everything I wanted in Japan.
Then you could do that.
That'd be cool. But I don't know if that tops being able to always be a millionaire eventually.
Because I mean, you would lose at start. So like when you first started the loop, you probably wouldn't even do it. You just do your normal like, whatever you did that like when you were there in Vegas, and then probably about the third or fourth time you'd be like, wait a minute, I keep going this loop, and then you start realizing like, oh well, if I gamble, I can pick the winners of these teams or whatever.
Go down to what's that? Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah.
You're like, weren't you here yesterday? I think I probably is how I would realize.
I'll be like,
we're in a loop. Because all the different times where we just like randomly would just go there and be like, wait a minute. Or like going to the pool party and like.
But it's the same day, so you wake up and you be like, oh, we got Sunday, but what do you mean it's Saturday? You mean
no, that's my point. I'd be like, hey, hurry up, we gotta go to the pool. Be like, yeah, I know. Be like, weren't they in line yesterday?
Yeah, like what do you?
Like everything was slowly start to seem
like,
the same.
You that first day you'd be like, everything looks similar.
That's actually a good, not part of this question, but at what point in the loop would you think you would figure it out?
I would probably do. It'd be so deja vu that first day that you really play.
You think you'd figure it out?
I would say probably the third day, like the second. Well,
how far into the day do you think? Like morning when you're waking up?
And probably not in the morning because I mean it's just you're just waking up in the hotel, so it's like later on when you actually start like, after you wake up you start interacting with people. Yeah. Then you would be going, wait, I just had this conversation yesterday.
My guess would be like shortly after I'm done getting ready.
Because I'll be like, and then my thing is too, would you end up wearing the same clothes?
Yeah.
Like, because I would think
initially.
I think I'd probably wear something different because I thought I already wore them. Because I would think it was the next day. Because there's nothing to tell. Like on Groundhog Day, he had the alarm clock say the same thing, so at least he knew when he woke up that it heard the same thing. You're not hearing anything that's alarmed for the same day, so you're gonna wake up and think you already wore it.
In Vegas, I'm having the courtesy call.
Well, they won't start that now because they won't.
Wake up call.
Well, they won't start the wake up call because you have to have it originally.
Yeah, I would have set it up. Every time I go to Vegas, I always set up the wake up call.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But they give you the date and time?
Yeah, you say, hey, I want to wake up call for the morning.
Okay.
And they call you.
Okay. I never have.
You never use it?
I never used it, so.
It's a free alarm clock. It's better than the one.
I use my phone, so I don't ever usually.
Yeah, like someone calling the room.
And most of the time in Vegas,
on vacation, that's gonna wake me up.
Most of the time in Vegas, I don't have an alarm.
There were nights that like we went to bed like at 6 a.m. and need to be at the pool by 8. I'm not waking up in 2 hours off my phone alarm. When a random phone in a hotel goes off, I'm like, what is that?
So here's the funny thing. On most of those times, I don't think I even set an alarm. I just woke up.
Nah, I'm
like in Vegas, I just woke up. I didn't even
legit. I'm not waking up. There was the one time I think I still have the photo, and I think I like posted a hashtag like last night was mad real, right? It's 8 a.m.
I think it was the one where we went to Earl. I don't know. I have a video.
We literally both have
a photo,
a bag in our hand.
I have a photo where we're basically.
I think we're walking across from Planet Hollywood back to Vidara.
I have one where I open the door and it's like already day.
And we did the whole day at the pool. Left to go club at like 9 or 10, and it was like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And like the sun was slowly coming up.
Hey, that's what happens. It's real.
The sun might have already been up, I think. If it was 8 or... No, it was like 7 something. It was like 7 something.
But I was like, I was already I already got into the room and I was like, oh, I think I just went to sleep real quick. So I was like, I think it was like we got back 7 and we're like, oh, up in by the pool by like 11 or something. So like 4 hours or something. We're basically up and gone.
Man, I remember one time you called and you're like, you guys awake? I'm like, we just got back. I swear, like an hour ago. What do you mean? You're like, well, I'm trying to get there early.
I'm like, dude, I don't think I ever really slept in Vegas.
And I'm like, did you go to sleep?
I'm telling you, I was probably running on like 2 hours, like 3 hours of sleep.
Long story short, I fell asleep, put my hand on like that was the morning I fell asleep like this.
You had the mark on your hand.
And I got up.
Oh.
And this basically my huge hand just had a mark on my stomach.
You just had a tan.
Just had like a perfect tan. And like I remember walking up and a girl was like, "Oh, did you have fun last night?" And I'm like, kind of like, that's an odd question. I don't even know this girl. Like, why would she ask? I go to the bathroom. Go wash my hands. As I'm washing my hands, I'm like, putting my sunglasses. Like, what is? It's my hand. It's an outline of my freaking hand on my stomach. That's awesome. That's what she meant. Okay.
That was awesome.
All right, that's great.
That was awesome. Cause oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't. I was like,
to be honest, I was so sleepy. Like after I think you guys didn't even notice because you guys were like in the pool or something or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, I was on vacation. We
I went to go like lay back down on the lawn chair, and then you were like, I was like, I just made sure I fell asleep again like this. And then by the time I woke up again, it was more or less gone.
Yeah, but
I was dark everywhere else, so bad. I'm like, I should have reapplied my sunscreen because I was dark.
It was so funny, man. But yeah, that would be fun. Like just the randomness of Vegas, because then you could just do like different pool parties, different hotels, different like experiences. Oh, I will hit all these buffets. They'll try everything out. Plus, you're winning stuff. Just betting, you would really have enough money to do whatever. I would probably just. And my thing too, if Groundhog Day. So here's the crazy thing, because it resets at midnight, we would still be out when it resets from the day before.
Man, that makes me wonder. So, like, would an event happen that makes us go back, or would it it just stop?
It would just stop, like at him, like so for him at midnight cutoff, he automatically reverts back, regardless of whatever he's doing. So on Groundhog Day, yeah, when it hits midnight, that day ends because he went to sleep before midnight the night before. That's why he just woke up.
And at some point, he just tries killing himself, right?
A bunch of times, yeah. He just wakes up.
Like I distinctly remember him like taking a toaster and like throwing it in the.
Because he was just like, oh, I'm in this loop forever.
Or him and like the groundhog drive off the cliff.
Yeah. And so I was like,
that was pretty wild.
So you gotta think like for Vegas, is it going to start when we wake up, or like you just all of a sudden appear and you're in the club somewhere, and we're just like,
that would be wild.
like you went to sleep and all of a sudden you just wake up and you in the club. Like, what is going on right now?
That would be wild.
Like what?
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting because you're just like, wait a minute, I was just here. Like, I was in the club yesterday. Like, what was going on? Then you would definitely catch on faster because, especially in Vegas, because you would already be out.
Man.
So my thing now is like, if it started when I was out, would I even go to sleep that day? There'd be days where I probably would just go straight through for Groundhog Day time. Like I don't think I would sleep on some of those.
Yeah. Because
it would already freak me out. Like I'm in a club and everything looks familiar, and I'd just be like, "What the hell is going on?" And everything would just kind of going on. So I'd be in the club.
Not saying that they should make a movie like that, but they could do like a Vegas movie with friends.
Yeah.
Because we've had what was it, Happy
Death Day.
Yeah,
so Happy Death Day. So
that was interesting.
That was actually enjoyed.
Groundhog Day. Is there any other style? Oh, there's the one with John Candy. I forget what that one's called. But he lives that day over and over too.
I don't think I saw that one.
No, there's that one.
John Candy. Yeah, I don't remember one I know it was like one he gets pushed into a soap opera, but I don't know if it was like where he relives the day over and over. Yeah, because I don't remember a John Candy one like that. Because I just know he had like different weird ones where like stuff was.
It's the one where he's supposed to be. He thinks he's a secret agent. And he's like doing a typewriter or something like that.
I think that one's like he's like the. I think it's like he's actually gets pulled into a soap opera. He's not reliving the day. I think he's in like.
Oh, that's right. He's the writer.
He's a writer of a soap opera.
Who's Harry Crumb?
Okay, yeah, I think he's a yeah. Okay, maybe that's a different one. Okay.
No, it's not this one. No, it's not this one.
So yeah, it's a one where I think it's like Delirious.
Oh, it is Delirious, I think.
Yeah, but I think he gets pulled into a soap opera. He doesn't relive the day, but he's like
Let me see.
He's like in a soap opera. I think that's the movie.
Let's take a peek at his IMDb real quick. Totally going off on a tangent here. There it is. Here it is. There. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
But he still has his problems.
Here, let me help you up here.
Especially with women.
Jack, when are you going to stop kidding yourself about Laura? Something going on.
Oh, that's right. It's not really a Groundhog Day thing.
Yeah.
But what he figures out is if he starts typing stuff on a typewriter, things start changing.
Which is like, they ended up doing it again with, was it Will Ferrell? It's like Stranger Than Fiction, something like that, or something close to that.
Things just aren't going according to the script.
Didn't write any of this.
A comedy about a soap opera writer who's typing without a ribbon.
Sounds crazy, but I created this whole town.
Yeah.
Marion Hemingway.
Lyrics.
So yeah, that's that one.
Yeah, who's in this one? I remember that part used to crack me up. So I'm like, there's no way he's really catching a knife with his hands. Oh yeah, John Candy, Merrill Hemingway, Raymond Burr, who was Perry Mason, right, back in the day. Oh, this guy, Dylan Baker. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's in a new Hunters Amazon show. Oh, this guy. He's actually on Sons of Anarchy. Good actor. All right. That was good. All right. What else we got? All right, so basically we both could pick Vegas. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you end up with money, and then you're gonna have like ridiculous amount of experiences, as you know, chilling in Vegas.
Can't really argue with that. Cannot really argue with that.
Like there'd be some fun stuff. Like probably when I was a kid, I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be fun. But then like after a while, you would just get ridiculously bored with it. Like yeah, me playing sports or me doing a game over and over and over. After a while, I'd be like, okay, I know everything this team's gonna do.
Yeah.
And you would eventually just get bored going through that day all over again. Whereas Vegas, it's just crazy enough that like, hey, I can go rent me a Lamborghini or something and just go do
There's enough to keep yourself occupied for sure. All right, so
and it's enough time I can get me a private jet if I have enough money and I can end up in LA or you can
do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So
like if you know what's going on, you could set it up where you wake up that day, bet on something ridiculous, do a crazy parlay or something, and within the first couple hours of the day have like $1 million. And then like you said, charter a jet, be gone somewhere, do something. That'd be cool. All right, next one. Ooh. If you could challenge any famous athlete, past or present, to a fictional video game showdown, who would it be and what game would you play?
Any athlete? Crap, I don't know. I would probably just do Jordan just so I can talk trash to Jordan. So this way you take it personal.
I would also select Jordan,
because it's just gonna be fun.
but my caveat would be that I would pull a page out of Family Guy and play that double dribble and do that one like, oh, what play? Corner three.
No, play Jordan versus Bird and be Bird and just beat them.
Oh man, I don't know if there's any what's going on there? Any like little cheats?
It doesn't matter. You don't play a damn game. He had a game.
I would just play that one just to like, because I know that would make him so mad.
Corner three.
I would literally just steal that from Family Guy and just do that.
Like no, there's a glitch in the system.
Because I feel like, not that I would want to make him mad on purpose, but I feel like it would just irk him so bad.
Oh,
that he would then want to challenge me, or like he'd like be like this randomly like, let's put some money on it. You know what I mean? And then like, oh okay, well, what do you want to bet?
No, actually take it back. I would probably
I don't know what I would do now. Corner three.
I would probably play him in like one of the current like golfing games. In like one of like PS5, like PGA 2K23,
Okay.
and just you thought you know golf? In the hole.
All right, so a golf game for you.
And you know he's gonna be like
Basketball. Corner 3 for me.
corner 3.
Episode.
Corner 3. He's like out here putting up these shots. Like what am I putting out? Corner 3.
Yeah, double dribble. Yeah. Oh, what am I gonna do? For anyone who hasn't, if you look it up on YouTube, it's Family Guy Double Dribble Corner 3.
Corner 3.
Corner 3. All right, so that'd be mine.
Yeah.
And yours would be a golf game
Yeah, I'd probably play one of like the Tiger Woods golf.
against Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would probably play one of the Tiger Woods like PlayStation ones. I put or PS2 ones. I put a bunch of hours in, and he would just get worked.
I'm surprised you wouldn't have selected Dwayne The Rock Johnson and challenged him to like a game of SmackDown or something.
I'm a bigger fan of Jordan than Rock.
True. Okay. Or NBA Jam, because he's not.
He's not in a game. It's like you gotta play with Pippen, dog.
I'm gonna pick the Pistons.
Oh, because it's glitched. And no matter what, he still loses to like.
makes it difficult for him to win. And it's unlikely that he is aware of that. He might be, but I don't think he follows it. So it will be kind of funny. I know it sounds like I just want to razz, like give Jordan a hard time or whatever. It'll be kind of fun.
It'll be kind of fun.
It's because of his personality. And it takes it personal, like ruins my life or something crazy.
Takes it personal. Then his son has to date someone.
Oh man! All right, next question. If you had to design a new fast food menu inspired by characters and themes of your favorite 80s and 90s movies, what items would you include?
In the burger? Or like just
in the menu.
In the menu.
So just design a new fast food menu inspired by characters and themes from your favorite 80s and 90s movies.
Get you some cowabunga pizza.
A Biff burger.
Biff burger.
Back to the Future. It needs more power. For like a shake or something like that. Make it like a protein shake.
More power.
Or energy shake. Just call it energy shake. More power energy shake.
More power.
And then the slogan, it needs more power.
They have like the Gremlins late night special.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Right? So like if you have like all the 24 hour type things and then anything after midnight, this is the Gremlins menu.
Menu. That would be a good one. That would be good. That would be good.
Anything after midnight, don't feed them.
That would be good.
Or
you could do a Freddy's special. Fresh meat, how sweet.
Just be like, where's the bourbon? Which is still one of my favorite.
Wait, is that
Freddy's where's the bourbon? That's one of my favorite lines.
That'd be a wild one. What else could you do?
I mean, there's a bunch of them. Let's see. Temple of Doom fries.
Temple of Doom fries.
You know what I'm saying? Temple of Doom fries right here for you. Coming up.
You want to make that a combo? What's in a combo? Heart and scorpion?
Wait, no.
Because you can do that whole menu from when they were eating, like the monkey brains and stuff like that.
Then it's like, hey, do you want to use the Force and enlarge it?
End up saying like Star Wars.
It's like, do you want to force that up?
Do you want to
use the Force? Do you want to use the Force? Oh no! Use the Schwartz.
Use the Schwartz.
Use the Schwartz. Use the Schwartz.
My Schwartz is bigger than yours. We've combed the desert.
Use the Schwartz. There it is.
We can't find anything. We can't find a hair. A hair? Doesn't he say a hair of a trace or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
He's using Ace Combs, which is literally a pick.
And then they had the black guys with the 2 picks.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Fresh can of air. What else could you do? Oh, you could do a Predator burger.
Predator burger. So what's it like? Just oh, you could do an alien shake. Just have a green shake.
Yep, you could do that too.
Terminator tacos. 'Cause they'll be back.
Terminator tacos. Wow. They're so good. We know you'll be back. That would be pretty good. That's a good one. I can get behind that.
What else we got?
Man, from the 80s or 90s?
From 90s.
Well, you're a big Pete's fish and chip, but do you ever actually order fish when you go?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you could do something with Jaws, right?
Oh, Josh, get you some like
it's a really big fish.
Get you Jaws and chips.
I guess isn't that the scene he says is a really big fish or something like that?
Like, which one?
In Jaws, like the first Jaws, what did he say?
No, he said
you're
gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, there you go.
So it's like you're gonna need a bigger boat fish.
Yeah, let me get the bigger boat combo.
Yeah, there you go, the bigger boat combo.
Upsize everything.
Swartz everything. Bigger boat combo. Swartz size.
Pizza the Hut special. That's such a gross scene. Oh man. What else could you do? I mean, there is literally endless.
And at this restaurant, you have everything as you wish.
Huh. You wish. Rodents of usual size.
We don't have those here.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
No ROSs over here. Okay.
The Sicilian burger.
And then instead of having like
Sicilian and fries.
The like you have like the meal of the day or the manager special, you could have like the Luck Dragon combo.
You could do
the Falcor special.
Beetlejuice nuggets.
It's like what's in the Falcor? You'll find out with luck.
With luck. Oh man, you could do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty crazy.
What would you actually name it? Actually, I probably would name it As You Wish.
Let me get the As You Wish.
Like the name of the restaurant. Like just name the place As You Wish.
Well, this is just
the name of the menu.
Just a new fast food menu.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're having the menu, you just name the place. I'd name the place As You Wish and just go the whole menu like that.
What would you call the menu though?
If you did it today, and you would have like a digital menu, and then it goes up Star Wars style.
That'd be cool.
And then it scrolls up Star Wars style.
Then you could do like all the dishes or whatever. A Leia salad.
The Leia buns. You gotta get the honey buns.
Leia shake. Oh my goodness. What is the what are the things that they kill that he kills and puts Luke inside of it? What's that thing called?
What's thing?
On Empire.
Oh, the tube?
What's the thing called that they're riding? And
the Bantha.
The Bantha.
Bantha.
Yeah. Bantha burger.
Bantha burgers.
Guaranteed to keep it warm.
They smell.
Don't mind the smell.
They smell better on the outside. Those Bantha burgers, they smell better on the outside.
Bantha burgers, they smell better on the outside. Oh man,
you can go all day with that one.
What's the other one where Dagobah system? But what planet is Yoda on?
It's Dagobah. Dagobah is a planet.
Oh, why does it say Dagobah system?
I don't know. But yeah, it's on Dagobah.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Swamp shakes.
Swamp shakes. Like, and then you have a challenge like the do or do not. There is no try. Like there's a challenge. Like
there is no try. There is only do. Where you have to eat like 20 Banter burgers,
something like that. Like,
something crazy.
Something crazy like that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, that could work. That could work. All right, I think we've done that one.
Yeah.
Pretty well. If you could erase one popular 80s or 90s catchphrase from history, which one would it be, and what alternative phrase would you propose?
Well, I don't like. Well, I never use like what's the 411, and then 2, it's outdated. It's because no one really they Google now. So.
Does anyone call 411?
Because you have Google.
I remember when Google was pushing to like you could Google 411 and it would answer questions for you. Remember
but
that?
like but you don't need to do it anymore.
Or like do you remember the first Androids that like if you did like 1411, like if you would text it, it would like reply back and tell you to ask a question?
Oh, I haven't even tried that.
Yeah, that was a cool little feature for all you fellow nerds out there. On the first Android devices, I want to say that was like their early AI version, but it would, and what it would do technically, it would like Google the question for you, and then just put the answer in text format.
It's Google the internet.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. There actually used to be people like people that used to do that type of stuff. They were like, you'd call the line and they would Google it for you, or they would search the internet for you using whatever, like Yahoo or Dogpile or whatever. That would be pretty crazy. So for you, it would be the 411.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. I don't have anything cooler than the 411. Like, because like I think everyone was like, "What's the dealio?"
Don't Google. Internet will explode.
Google the internet, yeah.
It's actually on. They say that on an episode of AIReviews. Oh man, what is that called? The IT Crowd.
No, I haven't seen it.
So like they tell her like, don't Google. And she's like, why not? They're like, the internet will explode. And like so she like takes that like as like gospel, like it's the real thing. So like she goes for a meeting to brief them on how the IT department is doing, and like as one of her ways to explain that she's like very intelligent with IT stuff, she tells them, wait, no, don't do that. You'll break the internet. And then they're like, oh. And then like they're like, I can't believe she told them that. And she gets a promotion. And they're like, what the heck?
Google the internet, yo.
Yep. Mine would be, what would you replace it with?
I don't know. I mean, because there's other. I don't know. Like just like what's the I don't know. What's the info? What's that? I mean, because there's stuff already happened. There's other ways to do it. I just don't used it. Like it was just like I felt like I never used it.
No, so you'd get rid of it, but wouldn't replace it with anything.
Yeah, because there's already other ways to say it. Like even at the 80s, it'd be like, "What's the dealio? What's up? What's going on?" Like,
the info?
Yeah, what's the info?
Let me know what's happening.
Like, what's the 411 was like?
What's happening?
Unnecessarily slang that didn't last long.
What's happening? Oh, what happened?
What's popping in this bad boy? You know what I'm saying?
Mine would be that fat.
It's fat?
And the only reason why I remember this is because I got that confused with Fatty Girl song when it came out. And I was like, fat. And the only time I remember someone utilizing it, I don't think was the original meaning. They used fat for pretty, hot, and tempting when they're talking to a girl. But that fat is supposed to also be like, that's dope or cool.
Yeah.
So I would have rather seen that utilized still instead of that fat, because I never understood
that fat, yo.
Yeah.
I never used fat either.
Yeah, that was.
I feel like that's more like fat was more of like an East Coast.
Like the only time I ever said fat was like Fat Farm.
Yeah, but I feel like that slang was more East than West.
Yeah.
I think you were more West.
Maybe if we grew up on the East Coast, maybe we would.
Yeah, because I don't think it was like West. Man.
That's for me, anyways. So let us know in comments or in chat later what you would do. What would you replace? What's your slang? Let's see. What's another one? Do you have any rituals traditions related to watching certain movies, like annual holiday viewings or special occasions. I know this guy does for sure because I literally have messaged him, Cam right now, watching Die Hard.
Hey, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Fight me in the comments all day, every day.
I was like, hey, are you about to get on? Almost done watching Die Hard 2. You just watched the first Die Hard.
Every Christmas, me, Mom, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. 1, 2, and 3. We watch all of them every Christmas.
It was early too. I swear it was early.
We wake up. We literally wake up. We'll wake up on Christmas morning. We'll like do pancakes and watch Die Hard. That's literally like our Christmas tradition.
Pancakes.
Pancakes and Die Hard Christmas morning. That's the tradition.
Okay.
That's one of my what traditions.
Mine is I don't do it anymore, but it was super ritualistic for me. I wouldn't even really call it a tradition. It was literally a ritual. Like if I didn't follow this ritual, something was gonna happen.
That's right.
I don't know what.
The world ends. It's all over.
It was the way I decided to enjoy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first one and the second one. We do not speak of the third. First and second one, especially the first one. I probably watched the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on VHS at least 30 times. Now that's a lot because you got to remember how to rewind.
Gotta be kind, man.
That's right. That was like, I think that was probably one of the first movies I saved up to buy by mowing lawns. Pretty sure. I bought that myself. I went down to Kmart
Teenage Mutant Ninja
and bought it
Turtles.
on sale. I want to say it was $18.95. It was one of those weird prices. Right? It wasn't quite $19.95. It's when they actually had off numbers back then. And anyways, so I used to ask my mom to get me these personal pan pizzas. I would throw it in the microwave, fold it, and then start the movie. I would not press play until the pizza was done. And I preferred to have a Pepsi to go with it.
Product placement.
Bum bum bum. PepsiCo. But if there were times where we could not afford Pepsi, you know, times were tough back in the day, then I would drink Dr. Cola.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Dr. Cola.
Or sometimes lemon lime or strawberry.
Shout out to Lemon Lime. Shout out to Sprite. I used to them light sodas. Oh, I used to Sprite, 7-Up, Squirt.
Mr. Pibb occasionally.
I was never a cola person.
I like Dr. Pepper.
I was never cola
back in the day. I don't drink it at all anymore though. So
no, okay. Yeah, so
I think I've had a soda since 2005. Like an actual soda.
I think I've had I could probably count on my hands how many I've had since I probably in high school.
But it used to be bad though. Like I used to drink Mountain Dew like crazy.
I used to drink so much soda.
I remember going to school one time drinking a Pepsi during homeroom, and then by like third or fourth period, I had already drink another Mountain Dew.
See, you was addicted.
But yeah, so that's my ritual. It used to be pizza and Pepsi every time I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 2, Secret of the Ooze.
One of mine is Die Hard. So I have multiple rituals for movies.
Mostly because there was that whole opening scene where they're eating pizza. So I always get hungry anyways watching it. So just to make sure I didn't get hungry.
So Die Hard for Christmas.
Okay.
So then in October.
Oh man.
The entire month of October, and this was I've started probably more recently, probably the last 5 years.
Okay.
So every day in October, I watch a different horror movie.
So all 31 days.
So
minimum of 31 horror movies.
Well, actually more because
I said minimum.
Yeah, minimum because on Halloween, if I'm not out, I'm watching Evil Dead 1 and 2.
Okay.
And then the only requirement is...
Will you be adding the new one this year?
The Evil Dead Rise? Nah, it's still classic. I might put it in like the month in there somewhere.
Okay.
Within the week of Halloween, it's always Freddy. That's Freddy week.
The week of Halloween is Freddy week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Nightmare on Elm Street that week. Those are only constants. So it's Freddy week and then Halloween. Those are the only constants. Everything else changes randomly, whatever I feel like putting in there.
Okay.
So
all right.
those are like the requirements in October for like.
I don't really have any like holiday ones.
And then on my birthday, I pretty much, if I'm home, I watch Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
So I pretty much just
So Star Wars.
Yeah, those are Star Wars I want for birthday.
Okay.
So those are probably the only things. So Die Hard for Christmas, Halloween horror movies, and then Empire Strikes Back for my birthday.
Okay.
Oh, and then of course May 4th.
Oh yes.
Star Wars Day.
I don't watch. So for in May you watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
Again.
So my birthday's in April, so I watch just Empire, and then on Star Wars Day I watch something else randomly. I'll watch one of the other ones, either Return of the Jedi or Episode 3 or something. We don't talk about the new ones. I don't care about. They don't exist to me.
Nope.
But I'll watch something else.
Okay. All right. And then let's see here. Have you ever found yourself recreating scenes or quotes from movies in your everyday life or interactions with others?
Like 40% of all my communication is quoting movies.
I am probably gonna say 50% for me. I quote a lot of stuff.
Quote a what?
And if it's not a movie or TV show, it usually is music related as well.
Yeah, a lot of mine is movies and movies, shows, like TVs. All that is just
like
I
if
mean,
someone's like,
you're gonna hear me say, "I have the high ground, Anakin," at least a couple times a week.
For me, Cobra la 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 from the Cobra movies. Which the first time I said when we were gaming, this dude would not stop laughing. And then when he caught his breath, he was like, "Are you talking about the G.I. Joe movie?" And I was like, "Yeah, like you're the first person to get it. Like I've been saying it for a couple of years now, and like no one else got it." And then
the best line ever was like, we're playing games, and I would say, "Survive."
Which for me, full disclosure, I just felt like he was trying to like prep talk me, like to try to encourage
Survive.
me
Not
to
to
not die.
die.
Like just general words of encouragement.
And then years later, we're in Hawaii, and Tropic Thunder just happens to be on.
Now, mind you, I had already seen Tropic Thunder prior to this. I just never put two and two together.
And he's watching. The best part is he's watching it, and that scene comes on. And he goes, "This is where you got that?" And I was like, yes, this is where I'm saying it from. All these years, I've been saying, "Survive." I was like, You finally got that one? I was like, yeah.
That's all right here.
I was like, yep. He's sitting there like, what's going on? I was like, oh, yep, that's where I got it off of.
This is me right there. Like when I was watching, I'm like,
I was like,
I'm
yes.
like, I get it now.
Yes. Now you see why I say it.
Yeah. And to be fair, it was like that had to be a couple of years, right?
I've been saying it for years. Yeah, I've been saying it for years, and then finally caught it. It was like, this is what
my first watch of Tropic Thunder. I didn't really care for it, to be fully honest.
And I thought it was hilarious. And the whole time, this
really
movie is stupid, and he hated the fact that it was on. And then it was like,
I didn't like it that much. I didn't like, on first watch. I didn't care for it that much. Literally after we were watching it in Hawaii again, I was like, okay, it's a little bit funnier than the first time I watched it, but did not realize that. And then for me, also, I like to add in, like I said, for music, I'll do music too. So like, someone's like, "Oh, be careful with your step." I was like, "Every little step I take." Like, I'll just like randomly throw it out there. Especially That's What She Said.
oh yeah, I mean,
Huge fan. I don't personally care if you think that makes me juvenile or 12-year-old boy. I don't give up.
Hey,
Whatever.
dude.
I grew up watching Beavis and Butthead, and I still think that stuff
I
is funny.
quote so much random stuff.
Because before, that's what she said. It was like, you said.
Like me and my cousin,
And then I would say something.
we grew up, and half of our like text messages to each other is just basically sending Martin quotes. And then, so we started talking like Jerome. What's up, player?
The player from the Himalayas.
That's basically like, happy birthday, player.
Brother from the
Himalayas.
fifth floor.
Yeah, that's
The fifth floor.
fifth floor. Like that's pretty much what our basically conversation looks like. Like between Martin, Married with Children, or something like that. We're basically just sending random quotes to each other. And people listening, they're like, what the hell are y'all even talking about?
Also, one that I did, I think you were the only one to laugh when we were doing a raid one time. And I kind of came in guns blazing to kind of like hero moment. And I was like, D'Artagnan, mother. And everyone was like, whoop. And he's doing what he's doing right now. He's just laughing. And like I literally like saved him, started arresting people, and I was like, yeah. And he was just like, I can't believe you said that. And I was like, hey, this was his moment.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Django. Unchained.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, there's definitely a lot that I think we both reference.
Oh,
and like I
all the time.
said, I think I do more music as well as movies and TV shows.
Let me sit there. People get mad. Let
And-
the hate flow through you.
Oh, like when people be just like, I remember
Give in to your anger.
We're on a team chat and like someone was just ranting, and this dude just throws that out there randomly. He's like, and another thing, and he's like, give in to your anger.
Let the hate flow through. Like we were mid argument. I'm just like, let the hate flow through you.
Oh man, it's ridiculous. I'll throw another one in there that I do. I also will throw like anime stuff in there sometimes too. Yeah. But like, that's right. Get this Genki Dama! Yeah!
And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I figure it's hilarious.
Well, or like, I'll be like, you haven't even seen my Final Four. Right? Like, I know you know that
I
one.
know that one.
Yeah, see? I'll be like, be water. Right? You know who that is?
Water.
Bruce Lee? Yeah.
I was like,
New anime coming, by the way. Not an advertisement, but promoting it because I think it looks like it's going to be cool.
okay.
All right.
To disappoint you.
I hope not. To be honest with you, it could be trash.
Because he turns to that guy, the guy from I burn it down. I burn the studio down.
My stapler.
Like Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Using quotes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot for sure.
Yes.
How has
Oh.
technology and the accessibility of movies through streaming platforms influenced your movie watching habits? I want to go first here just to say that I used to stream stuff a long time ago before it was popular
Yeah.
because I had one of the first like video out graphics cards, and I set up my computer at the end of my bed so I could output what was playing on my computer to my TV
Okay.
through an RCA cable jack.
There it is.
And I remember buying it at Best Buy. It was called a Voodoo graphics card.
Sounds illegal.
No, it wasn't.
I'm
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. There it is.
Hey, that just looks bootleg.
It's on eBay. Whoa! I should have kept it. Oh my gosh.
That just looks.
What?
Show
Be a
people
heck.
how bootleg that looks.
Wow.
And yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Right there.
That's illegal.
No, that's not.
You doing something illegal.
I basically would just plug it into. See, look right there, like right here. So what will you do is you take this, you plug it into the back of your computer, right?
Right. Be accomplices.
And then this right here into the other part, and then here is where you plug in your RCA cables.
And that's how you avoid the copyright laws.
Or if you had cable, you could plug your RCA or coax into the back of this. See Philips back in the day? Philips, you could plug this into the back of it, and then you could feed your cable through here. So this was an old school DVR before DVR.
That's right.
Before TiVo. There you go. Some of you might know what TiVo is. Some of you might not. There's a good chance some of you probably don't know what TiVo is. But it was something you could have used. $270 though?
Hey.
Man, I should have kept mine. Should have kept that. Could have thrown it up on. I think I gave it away to somebody for free.
That's right.
That's what I think I did with mine.
Promoting illegal activities.
So yeah, so I used to stream that way, and I used to stream a bunch of stuff that way, and may or may not have had the original copies to all of what I was streaming at home back when I was a teenager.
See what I said before when I was talking.
Back in the early 90s.
I was not accomplice.
I didn't even know him at this point. So this is before Netflix. Maybe Blockbuster was around.
Blockbuster was around.
DVDs weren't around when I was doing this initially. I want to say they came out halfway through. And then I just used to back up all my DVDs and stream them. So it hasn't changed too much for me. Too much for me. It hasn't changed too much for me.
If y'all watching this, it ain't me.
It hasn't changed too much for me. So I do like the fact that there's streaming services out there, so I don't have to go through all the great lengths of what I used to do to watch more or less the anime, because I had to get fan sub anime, which were like people that knew Japanese and then like subtitled the Japanese version. And to be honest with you, I have no clue if those fan subs were legit. Like, they could have been like, and now he says that his feet smell like
this is toads. Great. This is amazing.
Like, that doesn't really make sense. But go to the next arc. Get him, Goku. And, but you never know for sure. Do you remember Real Player?
I do remember Real Player.
That I used to watch old school fan sub Dragon Ball Z on that.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember.
At 480p resolution.
Yeah. So.
And I thought it was amazing.
It's okay. I mean, sure. It was hot back then. It was hot in the streets.
Back in 97.
Yeah. Streaming.
1997.
I mean, streaming for me didn't come till later. I was ingrained in the Blockbuster DVD thing for a minute. I had their major rental plan, so I was out there every day.
So you were more of a physical store, brick and mortar, going back and forth, getting your
rentals. I was basically in Blockbuster daily. They knew me.
Okay.
Because they had before they went out, they had a plan where it was you just unlimited rentals. You had 2 at a time. So I would be in there every day, just
unlimited power.
I'm going to use this. I'm going to see everything. And I think that's what my movie watching was I had seen so much. Because I'd be in there and then when I was younger, 18, I worked at Blockbuster. So at that point, I'm literally and then you work there, you get 5 free rentals. I'm in there at the point just randomly grabbing stuff off the shelf, I haven't seen it, guess I'm going to watch it. Because I got to a point where you actually have seen every movie that you had any interest of seeing.
That's a lot of movie watching.
And so at the point where I literally just walk down the aisle and just be like...
So you were binge watching / power watching way before that was a thing.
And it's not even binge watching. It was just
you're walking out and you got 4 movies.
No, because for even the plan it's 2, so I'm watching 2 movies a day. So that to me, but I also didn't sleep much, so that's so we when we used to go play we used to go play LA Fitness or whatever, and get done at 9 or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I go get 2 movies. I'd watch 2 movies after.
So between 3 to 4 hours. So
yeah. I'm like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning every night. Like I'm up to 1 or 2 in the morning every night just watching a movie. Like that's literally was me.
Yeesh.
Like I didn't sleep much,
Okay.
And so that's how I saw. That's how I didn't see. I saw most stuff. I'll be up 1 or 2 morning every single night watching a movie, and then I'd return on the next day and get something else.
All right.
So that's how I got through. That's how I got through so much movie watching, basically.
Insomniac.
I mean, I still sleep, man. I mean, you get like 6 hours.
That's crazy.
You get like 6 hours. I've always been like that. Like 6 hours for me is like 8 for most people.
I could probably get by on like a 6-hour sleep day, maybe twice in a week. Maybe a third if I had to push it, but I'm taking a nap after that.
I'd say 6 has probably been my average since I was probably like 18. And then, I mean, I hardly ever get 8. And even then I can't, even if I'm up late, like I don't even get, I normally wake up the same time. So it doesn't matter what time I go to bed, I tend to wake up around the same time. So if I'm only getting 4, I'm up.
Okay.
It's just the way I'm wired. I get up no matter what. So like I can't really sleep past like 9 a.m. No matter what. Like I could. Like that's why when we were in Vegas and you're like, oh, we don't sleep. Like that's why I would just get up. Like I would just wake up. Like if we didn't like, oh, we got back to the room at 6 a.m. Well, okay, I know about like 9:30 I'm probably gonna be up.
Yeah. No.
They'd be like, oh, yeah. When people go, oh, I slept all day. I'm like, I can't do that. Like it doesn't. Unless I'm sick.
So realistically, the only thing that's changed for you is how you're consuming the media.
Yeah.
But as far as your habits is watching is the same.
Yeah, and I probably don't watch like as many now. Like I don't.
You're not watching 2 movies a day, basically.
I'm not watching 2 movies a day anymore, and then probably because I just don't have interest in that many movies anymore.
I would say if you've done that, there's literally not that many movies to watch.
It's just like some of the newer movies, and I might miss something here and there, or like TV shows or something I'll binge a show.
Fair enough.
But like like my movie watching isn't like that anymore. So I think part of that's also been like replaced when movie watching has been replaced with online gaming. So because I would say when I was movie watching, I wasn't gaming as much.
That makes sense. Gotta split your time.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it's changed more for you only from a
convenience
standpoint.
Yeah. Like the amount of movies I've seen probably haven't changed. It's just
mine is almost the same, except for like there's more platforms I can go to directly to stream.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And our final question for this stream: what are some essential life lessons you've learned from movies that you carry with you in your everyday life, your every day-to-day life?
Gotta have the high ground. All right.
Do or do not. There is no try.
All right.
There is for others. Kiwata. You put it in a cup, it becomes the cup.
But that was that a movie or was that his interview?
Interview.
Oh, but they said for movies.
Does documentary not count?
Nah.
Okay. Snatch the pebble from my hand. That one. What else? There's so many that I feel like I've learned life lessons from.
Do double tap.
Cardio.
Always check the back seat.
Always check the back seat.
I still do it to this day. I'm not even gonna lie. Every time I get in the car at night, I always look in the back seat.
I look as I'm walking to the car.
So I do 2 things. So as I look in the back seat, and then I always put my hand back and then move.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wait, Chucky's hiding back there or something?
Hey, I don't know why. It's just like something I started doing. I always just did that.
I just remember this.
No, one day I did something. What's that? Freak out. What the hell is this?
If you did find something, what are you doing?
I'm getting out the car.
What are you doing?
I'm getting out the car.
Oh man. What else?
No one's pulling a prank on me to hide in the back seat because Which always looked at like movies or TV shows, like in like Fresh Prince when like Carlton's driving, and then Will pops out the back seat. I'm like, that never would have happened to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what you doing back there?
Yeah, I always check that. Man, there's a couple different ones. I know there's like popular sayings that are like life lessons. I feel like too. Like especially a couple from like
Scarface. Money, power, respect. Well, it's not money, power, respect. It's first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
I'm not a big Scarface fan, so I'm not.
It took me for. I will say I did not see that for a while, and then I saw it, and I actually enjoyed it.
Okay.
But I think I saw
Pizza
it later.
Dude's got 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I learned from that one.
Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price
for a late pizza. That movie inspired me to order Domino's when I knew it was going to be busy, so I could get it for free. back in the day when that was a thing, I literally I'd be like, hey, I'd be like, Mom, can I order pizza? And she's like, we don't have money for pizza. And I'm like, but it's busy right now. And she's like, oh, go ahead. Now, granted, the Domino's wasn't that far away, but I knew that they weren't going to get it there on time because they were busy. So they did catch on to me, though. Thankfully, at that time, I did have the money. So what I started doing was like calling ones that are further away. So I may or may not have indirectly made them change their policy because I was getting free pizzas.
I mean, you probably were the only one.
I needed pizza to watch my Ninja Turtles.
Full circle, because it's a circle of life.
I didn't mention that earlier because I felt like that was kind of a scummy thing to do. I didn't want to mention that, but
It's a circle of life. It rolls us
doing
off.
this, I recall because that was an essential part of my life. I'm like, hey, I want to get some pizza, and I don't have any money. I need to get free pizza.
That's right.
Because the first time I got there, I didn't have the money. I said that we never called, and maybe it was my neighbor, but it was not my address.
You got the wrong house, player.
Yep. And then the second time, I didn't answer. Third time, I didn't make it to the door fast enough, and my mom answered, and I got in trouble.
Yeah.
That's when I switched to calling places further away. Because I was like, I'm not trying to get in trouble, yo. Any other essential life lessons that you learned from movies that still carry with you today? ABC.
If a serial killer is coming for you, don't go up.
ABC.
Always be closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
I just thought about that one. ABC.
Hey, if a killer is coming for you, out the front door, not up the stairs.
And pick up your feet when you run. I don't know.
And don't trip. Yeah. Don't trip. If someone's trying to kill you, this ain't the time to start tripping. All right? This is the time you become Usain Bolt. God.
And even though it's not a movie, ain't nothing but a G thing.
Yeah. It's nothing to a G thing. Okay?
Baby.
And don't be curious about what's going on. Run.
Also, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Right? And that's like a real life metaphor too, right? Like, don't miss the obvious, right? Like, just because someone doesn't want you to notice something, like, observe.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. Observe and report.
Observe and report. Yeah.
Terrible film. Did make me realize, though, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens at malls that people don't.
Well, ain't too many balls left now, so.
Yeah. But that was the thing. Like, just mostly just observe your surroundings, basically. Right? Always look for shadows in the ocean before you go into the ocean. Big shadows. Jaws.
Dun dun. Or a fin.
Or fins. Yep,
or
fins.
when you're in the water, you hear dun dun. Dun dun.
Or when you're walking, you hear ch, 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 ch.
Oh, that I'm gone. I'm gone.
Oh man.
If I'm in, first of all,
Also,
don't go to the woods in the middle, like on Friday the 13th, and just go chilling. I don't know why would even
Also, to never be afraid to ask if your home happens to be on Indian burial ground.
that. Definitely ask that. Definitely ask. And then when the killer is
What can you tell me about this area historically speaking?
and there's a killer on the loose, don't walk into a room and go, "Who's there?"
No. No. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Don't go, "Hey, anybody there?" And then after no one responds, just to go about your regular day. One, check the noise out in the first place. Then two, go about your day after you've already opened the door or window, whatever it is. Just leave.
Just leave.
I just
Call it.
like no, that ain't it.
Also, to not be the only black friend that gets invited someplace.
In the wood. Oh, if they like, oh, let's go camping in the woods.
Nope.
How many black people gonna be there?
I'm good.
Just me?
I'm good.
I'm not dying first.
I'm good.
You got to be Dwayne Martin in Scream 2, where the killer happens, and he's like, "I'm out," and legit, you do not see him again until the killer is done, and then he's back with the camera, like, "What's up, Gail? We got this." That's how you survive.
Yep.
No, they don't ask him
It's a
questions.
good call.
No,
It's a
I don't
good
ask
call.
questions. Oh, there's what on the loose? Out.
It was a good call. That's a life lesson one right there too.
It's like
Anything else you can think of?
life lessons. Don't go camping in the woods by yourself in northern Arizona and get abducted by aliens. Fire in the sky.
That's a good one. A shark. A shark ate me.
I will say this one freaked me out as a kid because I didn't realize that till later. Every town has an Elm Street. I didn't need to know that one from Nightmare on Elm Street. Thanks for trauma, because I know where one is in Phoenix.
Never really worked for me, although I will say initially as a kid, I actually realized it when I was walking down that street. So, by myself from school.
Like, wait, what?
And I want to, like, I was like 4th grade. I like went over the bridge just right there on like the 51, right? And I'm headed towards it, and then I realized that the street I was walking down was Elm Street, right? And I had already come down there, and I was just like, huh.
This is not the street I want to be on.
I did go home that day to ask if there was ever anybody in our neighborhood by the name of Freddie or Frederick or any name that started with an F.
Anybody named Freddie that wore a red and green
If there was
sweater.
ever anyone arrested in our neighborhood remotely with that name.
y'all took vengeance on him and then decided to
Are
take
there any people in our neighborhood that started with the name F that did a bad thing? Were they criminals?
any criminals that were happening when I was a kid. And
As a child, that film was very scarring.
and they got out free, and y'all decided, well, he got out free on a technicality. Let's just kill him.
Now, was it my own fault for trying to sneak into the theater or playing the VHS tape when I should not have? Probably. Still watched it though.
Freddy's still cool though.
Oh, that's another thing too. Like, if it says don't go in there,
Don't go in.
don't go in there.
I mean, literally. Hey.
Don't press any red buttons.
If you find like a random, like, I don't know, urn or something,
Book that looks like it's made of skin.
book made of skin, don't open it and decide to read it. Even if you can't read it and there just happens to be a recording of someone translating it, don't listen to it.
Nope.
That just seems like a bad idea. I don't know. I just doesn't seem like something I want to do. If you happen to be in Paris in the catacombs and you just happen to go lower,
unnecessarily curious too.
yeah,
Right?
don't need to check out stuff.
A little curiosity is okay, but like that unnecessary level of curiousness.
You see something moving in the shadows, just let it be.
Perfect example. In Hawaii hiking, bush rattles. He ran. I paused for just a moment,
I was gone.
but he was gone.
I was gone.
And
I don't need to know what was in the bush. There was nothing in me that needed to know what was in the bush that made the noise.
Now, realistically, in my mind, I'm just thinking like there should be nothing on this island that would.
The question is, it shouldn't be. I don't want to find out if it's something just a random anomaly.
It was a kid coming out from behind there, whatever.
Hey, the kid might have a knife. I don't know what's going on. We can go out.
But as he said, he didn't need to know that because someone else was going to tell him, hopefully.
Exactly. Hey, if I look back and happen to see what it was back there as I'm gone, if not, oh well. I'm not going to lose sleep on it because I'll be able to sleep.
That's right. And any more?
Yeah. Oh, if you're in the ocean and you see something in the water bigger than you, maybe you shouldn't be in the ocean.
Fair. That's fair. Good point.
That same thing works in the water because I was snorkeling and I'm out.
Always have the high ground.
Always have the high ground. Always.
Always.
Unless you're in the water, and then that's how sharks hunt. They come up.
Also,
Bad, actually.
there can be only one.
There can be only one, and I am immortal, and I have no equal.
Yeah.
Always trying to ice skate uphill.
Oh, man.
Oh, always bet on black. Life lesson. Wesley.
Slick shoes.
Slick shoes.
Slick shoes.
Slick shoes.
Also, very dangerous.
You go first. You go first.
Yeah. Big time on that one.
Very
Big
dangerous.
time on that one.
You go first.
There was, oh man, I want to say it was like an 8th grade field trip, and we went to some kind of like little ranch, and I was not too confident in the person putting the harness on us to make this like little jump thing, and they were like, "Who wants to go first?" And then I was like, "You should, Mr. Ruthier, to show us that we should all have faith in the harnesses." And the expression on his face, if I had to guess back then, was like, "You little motherfucker." Because no one wanted to go. No one wanted to go. Because the main reason was the person that showed us what we were going to do did not have a harness on. And then when they showed that they would have a harness on, like we were going to have a harness, when he held it up, it was upside down. So I was like, you want me as an 8th grader to go 60 feet up in the air, traverse the thing and go across, and then zip line back down? And you didn't look like you knew which end of the harness was up or down.
No.
Nope. You go first. Looks very dangerous. Pass. Any other ones you can think of? We could probably sit here for a while and rattle these off.
We've gone through so many.
Any other ones you can think of though?
Nah,
That covers a lot of them.
that close.
Especially that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one covers. that one covers a lot right there.
You go for it. That's the one right there.
I feel like you said something like that when we went snorkeling in Hawaii, because you were just like, I don't know. I was like, I'll go first. Yeah, go ahead. Literally what you said. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Let me see how
You literally like waited. You're like, all right.
He ain't died? All right, cool. Save for me.
Nothing grabbed him after he jumped in. Should be all right.
It should be okay.
Should be okay.
It should be all right.
It's like, there's other people here. That's a good point too.
Hey, but if it's a horror movie, don't be the only one.
I will say that was kind of odd. Like the fact that our guide always had one person on shark watch, right? I was like, maybe don't go too far from the boat.
I didn't.
Oh, you stayed super close. I literally remember swimming and like, hey, Rod. Oh, okay. I'll swim back over there. He's not going to hear me. I'm really far from where he was at. And I was like, hey, over there I can see the sea turtle. You're like, oh, can you? He didn't swim. He just put his head in the water and looked in the direction I said I saw it.
And
he didn't go over there.
And asked me, do I have a video of the sea turtle? Because I do. So
he's like, oh, I recorded it. I was like, I did too. And you're like, mine's the same video. It's a little further back.
Hey, I got a video right there. The sea turtle. It's fine. You don't know the distance I'm at when you see that video. Hey, I'm in the water. It's in the water. I don't need to be close to it.
Oh man, that was funny. Lots of stories. All right, so we're gonna wrap this one up. Unless you got any more.
No.
Any other ones you can think of?
I think we can hit all the
more quotes.
The other questions, because I have a question that probably make us sit here for another like 30 minutes. But we'll say that for next time. Talk about who would you pick?
You're off camera.
John Wick, Denzel's Equalizer.
For just an overall pick, or
yeah,
I'm gonna throw a curveball in there.
What? That's next week.
I'm gonna throw a curveball.
Okay.
For next week, we're gonna use that same topic. Who would you choose to protect you? Like if you needed to get somewhere alive, and if you made it there in 24 hours, you get $1 billion. Who are you picking to make sure you get to that destination to get that $1 billion?
Oh, all right, that's an easy one.
I'm thinking I'm back. All right, that'll be on the next time. So think about that one, and then we'll start the next chat off with that one. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching if you're not watching live, and thanks for always liking, subscribing, and commenting. Peace.
What's wrong, bud?
That's his chat.
Now that's a piece.
Now it's peace.